Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the Darren and Carolyn Save Humanity Show. Here's your host and your hostess. Let's welcome Darren and Carolyn. I'll say we're back again. Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody to the Darren and Carolyn Save Humanity Show. And before we even get started, let me bring out my co-host, my friend, a beautiful, talented, wonderful woman who believes that sex is medicine. And I happen to agree. Let's give it up for Dr. Carolyn Smiler.
Giving up my secrets.
Yes. Well,
Giving up
Carolyn,
my
what
secrets.
do you think? Look, we're in a new studio. How do you guys feel about the new studio, right?
Studio, padded seats.
This is thank you to all of you guys out there who pledged our Kickstarter program and brought us here. You know, we did what we could do to just upgrade everything.
They get a couple kinds of potato chips out there.
Exactly.
Not just one. There's flavored chips this time
Craft
for everybody.
Services has donuts
Two
too
kinds of
this
pop.
time.
Serious stuff today.
Exactly.
Serious stuff
So
today.
you seem a little bothered. What's wrong with you?
He must know. This cup gives me memories, Darren. And now we're friends. So if I said to you, Darren, what problem do I have with this cup? What would you say to me?
Okay, this cup
What would
comes
you
with a
say?
story. It's not like everything doesn't come with a story between her and I, but this
All
one is a good
stories.
story. So we wanted cups for the show. We did 1 and 2, and yes, I brought the same cups back for show 3 and 4.
Limited budget.
Limited budget, we can't afford
Reuse.
nothing. But we're getting there with Kickstarter and you folks. And we went downtown, we found this cup. I said, oh, this is it. We're in a store, and that store had everything in
Oh, my
it. Cups,
mishmash.
popcorn poppers, mittens.
Everything. Fans. There was a fan over here, a stove over here. I thought, where's this man taking me? Where are we? Where are we?
Exactly. So I pick it. I'm like, this is perfect. We need a second one because you can't have one, only one. You have to have 2.
You're getting me a cup too.
Exactly.
Right?
So I said to the guy, you have another one. He pulls out a cup. He goes here, and I look down. I'm like, ooh, it's a chip right there. And I say, oh, it's a chip. Do you have another one of these cups? And he's like, what? What's the problem? I say, right there. And he did talk with an accent, by the way.
He did. He understood him.
Yeah.
I did not. I just thought, what is this dude
What's
going?
the
What's
problem?
going on?
I say, it has a chip right here. Oh, no problem. No problem. Look.
Well, yeah.
Seriously, he did that to my cup that I wanted to buy.
Two teeth. At 2 teeth and 1 tongue sticking
Now
out.
I'm like, it's one day before filming. I need cups, folks.
getting the
Sterilization
cups.
is very good. So we took the cups, 2 cups, $3. Thank you very much. What you do on a budget right there.
I still don't want the cup. You can talk all day about sterilization. It's your
I
cup.
know.
I don't want your cup. This is mine. That is yours. My cup, your cup.
Okay, so besides that, folks, let me tell you about the road it took to get here. Now, you folks all know, yep, this is the road.
See, pavement, we had some mudslinging, but you can go for pavement, Darren, but there was some mudslinging.
This is a very
I
beautiful road
thought.
compared to the one we went down.
It was a lot of mud, but it's pretty. We
Yeah.
prettied it up for him. Prettied it up.
Okay, so we filmed the show in July. Those of you who are here, thank you very much for your return visit. Thank you.
Thank you.
We had the show go live on August 1st, which was my birthday. You know, I like dates to coincide with good things.
Apropos.
And we started our new website, went also live, called DarrenCarolynSaveHumanity.com. And then we started a Kickstarter. And for those of you folks who don't know what a Kickstarter is, basically if you're trying to get your project funded, you set a goal, people come in there, they pledge money to your goal. If you make the goal, you get the money. If you don't, you don't. So you want to make your goal. So we did that. And the show went live, everything great. We had some great people commenting on the show, telling us how great it was, liking the show, and then the good stuff started to roll in.
The others began to speak. The others. The others. The others.
First
The
we
others.
started, one lady sent us a 2-page list of all the problems that were with the show. She was talking about demographics and who we were going to sell the show to.
What did I think?
And
How's your show, lady?
oh, Carolyn.
How is hers going?
Right.
How's your show?
Yeah, exactly. And she also talked about cussing, and then Then she was very religiously, connected, so to speak. So we had a lot of stuff about that going on.
Not forgiving and religious, but religious.
But there were some comments that came into us about things that we could correct. So we did it. We pushed the oops button.
This is the oops button. Oops!
We made little mistakes, and we're going to correct those right now that happened in the other show. First of all, Carolyn reported about this wonderful present she got.
Beautiful baby. We love her.
And Carolyn swears at the last show it came out of the wombs at 18 pounds.
Darren works me very hard, and I'm sleep deprived every time I'm here, okay? So now we're going to fix it. I slept some more, and guess what?
Go ahead.
She was born 8 pounds, 18 inches. Yeah. Okay. Is that better? Okay. I fixed it.
So, oops.
Oops.
What are you going to
do? Oops.
Then we had a report that, Carolyn and her beautiful, gorgeous nails. Don't you love her nails out there?
They're real. I'm not cutting them, people. I'm not.
She would tap on the table. People say, oh, we heard nails tapping. I never heard them, but of course you can with sound. So look what we did for her. We gave her a little tap pad.
I have a parting gift. Darren said I could keep this, right? Right? So I have to stay, my side of the table's from here to here. So I've been quarantined to this right here, okay? Thank you. I will stay right here.
Oops.
I will stay here.
And last but not least, we had a white spot in the corner. But guess what? When you raise money with Kickstarter and you have a little bit of a budget, you put it towards these fabulous cameramen and lighting guys that came today. So give a big round of applause.
Thank you.
We also want to say through our Kickstarter, there were a few people I want to mention before the show goes on that just kicked us a little, gave us a little more, added a little more to our budget. And that was Brian, Dave and Carolyn, and Uncle Gary really pushed us over the top.
Thank you,
so
Uncle
thank
Gary.
you guys very much for your support.
Everybody, because every dollar helps.
So we get to get on with the show. So Carolyn loves a theme.
Because it's a party, and every party has a theme. I'm a girl.
You can say it. Go ahead. Every party has a theme. Thank you very much. So our theme for this show we thought was great was called The Other F Word.
Nice.
Thank you.
How many of you guys can think of an
Do you know
other
what
F
it is?
word?
Right? Got a couple.
Yeah. So we're going to start off. I'm going to tell you a story. One of the people that were not so happy with our show allegedly said some things. I learned that with my sister-in-law that the word always equals two. Not
Always equals two.
Some of you know what I'm talking about, right?
You get it. She gets it.
Thank you very much. In case for the rest of you are going, what is he talking about? Well, you ever notice somebody says, oh, you always do that? You've done it twice.
I did it twice.
So she says to my family, allegedly, of course, oh, he always is asking for money. And I've asked for 2 times. 1, when I was attempting to adopt my kid, and 2 is this time. I think those are 2 pretty important things in your life. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
So.
Always equals 2.
Always equals 2. Now, she was also upset because we mentioned Dr. Phil in the show. Oh my gosh, Dr. Phil.
We're hoping he's watching.
You know, Dr. Phil's going to come after you, right? I said, let him.
Let him.
Dr. Phil, if you're out there and you want to sue me, please go ahead because that could be the best publicity we have for this show
We'll be
ever.
famous. In fact, I told Darren, let him sue me. They can take the house away from me that I have, and I'll buy 3 more bigger ones because I'll have far more money then. Take my house. I'll buy more houses.
The show will be booming.
And so I'll buy more houses later.
And then she had a problem with the gay issue because we had mentioned it on the show. Folks, there isn't a gay issue.
Is it a problem?
Not a problem for me. Thank you very much.
Not a problem for Darren.
And because of these things, my brother wasn't gonna donate. And didn't. Thank you. Not supporting me. That's why we did this little segment on family, the other F word. Now, that wasn't all I ran into with family. You know, my technical director was actually my nephew at the time. I found out, see, Kickstarter, we had 45 days to raise a huge amount of money. And I found out 30 days into raising the money that not once has he posted anything in Facebook. Yeah, exactly. So I call him on the phone. But he was, sorry, I forgot about this. He sent me an email. And he says, I apologize for not pushing the show as much as I could. August was pretty jammed up with me with 2 sets of friends coming in town, and I've been spending a lot of my free time with the girlfriend. Now he also had a girlfriend who I have really been falling for. By no means was disrespecting the show. I will blast a post out today, September 6th. Okay, our Kickstarter ended on September 21st. Not a good time to be doing this. He was too busy. He had a girlfriend. He had friends in town. Folks, our show is about enlightening you to stop saying all of these things and start spending time with your friends and start spending time with the people that mean most to you. So, Carolyn had a conversation with him.
I had a conversation with him, and he was concerned about our Kickstarter. He had some just concerns about time constraints and the actual finances we were trying to get.
And so his comment to her was, don't you think you should have let it fail?
I don't even like this. I don't like that F word over here. The other F word, you guys, the other F word, the other F word.
And
the
another
other
one.
F word. I just realized the other one. Look at that.
Right.
I don't like it. Get it
but
off.
It didn't fail.
Get it off. I don't
went
like
all
it.
the way
Get
to
rid
fruition.
Of it. Get rid of it.
So that's part A of the story. Now, part B of the story is that, well, you know, what we're trying to do is have people make their connections. And if you screw up, be able to admit your faults, be able to say, hey, I screwed up, talk about it. You know, he is my family. And so we had a long talk, a really amazing talk. And ladies and gentlemen, guess who's back with the show? Here we are making amends.
There you go.
And I will tell you, he is amazing at what he does. I mean, we could not have had this awesome.
Oh.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. My pleasure. Nice.
Yes, my pleasure. I'm going to tell that story right now. I'm going to tell that story because I think it's very funny.
They don't know the joke. Sorry, he's going to tell you.
Yeah, my pleasure. So we're at the store, right? And I walk up to the door, and I hold the door open, and Carolyn steps back, and a lady walks through, and then she follows the lady, and then I follow her, and the lady turns around, and she says, oh, thank you very much. And Carolyn says, my pleasure. I'm still holding the door. My pleasure. My pleasure, thank you very much.
And I didn't even notice it, and Darren pushes me aside and he tells me what I did. I said, well, you know what, if you held the door, then I held the door. Move along. We all held the door.
So next time she'll say, our pleasure.
Well, okay.
So we're going to move on and talk to you about another F word.
Oh.
Friends, the other F word. Now I'm not, all of you guys, and got quiet in here. Wait a minute, we're his friends. Thank you. Oh my gosh, wait a minute, we're his friends. Are we an F word?
I don't think these guys are in there, right?
No, you guys are not.
We talked about this before, and I don't think they're in.
Yeah, we were saying to each other, we're like, well, what is the audience going to say? And you did perfectly. You said nothing.
Nothing.
Freaked out.
Crickets, crickets, crickets.
No, I want to talk about the family that is, or friends that say you're your friends, but are they really? And you find out through certain different things all the time. So we're going to start with, I went to a Halloween party at a very good friend of my house. Yes. It was a great Halloween party.
So
Thank you very much.
Maybe she
Some
is
of
in
you
it.
were
I don't
there.
know.
Some of you were there. And a mutual friend of the family. Now, these parties that this particular friend has, it's all like very family related. Everybody are friends and family really, really close. And a woman came up to me during the party and she said, how you doing? And I said, oh, great. She said, oh, yeah, you were doing that show or something. I said, yeah, did you like it? And she said, oh, once again, I'm too busy. I didn't have enough time. You know, for the last month, I have been just so busy with school and all this stuff. And I looked at her and I said, it's been up for 3 months. So what did you do for the 2 months before that? And she said, oh, and she kind of scurried off.
Embarrassing. She got caught.
Yeah.
Did you check your
it gets
face?
better. Trust me, it gets better. So then another lady comes up to me and she says, oh, Darren, I want to tell you, I saw your show. It was awesome. You guys are great. You guys have great chemistry together. I just have one question. How did you meet Carolyn? Yeah, for those of you who've already seen show 1, you know that's all
That's all
it
we
was
talked about.
about.
That's all we talked about. Another, did you check your face?
And
Did
I
you-
was like, did you see? She just said she saw the show, but she didn't see the show. Okay, so and while I'm trying to figure this all out, the first lady comes back into the conversation, right? The 1 month thing. And she says, oh, how are you guys over here? And she said, oh my gosh. The first lady says, did you see their show? It was excellent. It was awesome. It was amazing. And I turned and she said, oh, no, I was too busy. But don't worry, because my kid did a whole documentary and I haven't even watched that yet.
She's not going to watch yours, Darren. She didn't watch her own kids. She's not going to watch yours.
And
Forget about
I
it.
have to say, I didn't check my face at that time.
Oh.
I went, are you kidding me? And then I had to reel it on back. Oh, okay.
Good boy for reeling it on back, really.
I
that
know,
was
right?
nice of you to do.
Because
That was
these are
nice.
my friends, and you don't want to, make people upset.
Because if you do, they're going to talk about you on a talk show.
So-
So watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Exactly. Okay, Carolyn. So that was my friend's story. But while we were gone through Carolyn's wonderful friends, we found out some very important information. It's very serious. Serious. Carolyn is going to hell.
It's real. I'm going to hell. Not because of me, because of him. It isn't even anything I did. He did it.
No,
He did it. I blame him. He did it.
Hell by association.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I was.
Hello. By the way, I didn't really do it,
No, you did this one. They'll agree with me. I was shopping and got my grocery cart moving along, and a 20-year friend of mine came up to me and she said, oh, Carolyn, I saw your show. But she's no eye contact with me. I'm facing her and she's facing that way, and I thought, oh, this isn't going well. And there's this long pregnant pause, and I said, well, so what'd you think? And she said, you didn't tell me he was gay. And I said, well, you didn't ask me who I sleep with. Why are we talking about him? Let's talk about me. We're always talking about him. I want to talk about me. And I said, I didn't really feel I had to tell you that. And I didn't feel it was necessary. So I said, you have a good day. And I
Oh, no,
walked
she
away.
said to you, you're going to hell.
Oh my gosh, Darren,
I know.
Sorry. Yeah, no, she said, see, that's why I keep you, because he knows the other half of all my stories. She said to me, you're going to hell. I'm going to hell. Well, that's good, because you're going to hell too. And we're going to have a hell of a party, aren't we?
Yeah, by the
Yes.
way, she's going to hell because she's a friend with me.
Yes, because
and
of
since
him.
you're all my friends, we're all in
Going to
hell.
hell. But our hell is very fun.
And I say, hold on,
on.
it's going to be a hell of a ride.
We'll have a hell of a good time. Hell of a good time.
Hell of a party. So, Carolyn, how's your rack today?
Oh, Darren.
I
You
know.
I rock. There's
Thank
only
you.
one box to check.
It's, in show,
Awesome.
I think it was show 3, it was falling out and all of that stuff,
Whatever.
but we've got it all fixed. We're good today.
Yeah, extra pins.
Yeah, now, folks, in case you wonder what the rack is all about, we call it the random act of kindness. And that is what you go out and do for someone other than yourself for no kickback whatsoever, just to get it done. And we found out that Random Act of Kindness Day is February 17th. That's just 3 days after Valentine's Day. So after you have a wonderful time with your Valentine, then go out 3 days later and do something kind for someone else.
Pay it forward. Somebody.
Exactly.
Just pay it forward.
So,
What will you be doing for me? I off-script him, and now I screw him up. Sorry. Go
I'll
ahead.
let you take the. I'll always hold the door and let you take the credit.
Oh, you know what? Touche. I'll take it. Thank you. Thank you.
So we have another F word in our show because we have an update
Flu
for
shot
some
update.
of you
Flu
people
shot
who
update.
before the show was talking about our first show, which is about the flu.
We have an update.
And she was saying a little something about, because I was telling I was feeling a little sick, and she said, "Why didn't you get the flu shot?"
Uh-oh. We're not going to make you stand up. And don't tell them who you are, because I don't want to have eye contact with you.
So
Go
Carolyn,
ahead.
tell our little friend here about the new information that has happened since July.
I like that little Thing there you do. I do like that thing you do. On December 5th, the CDC apologized because the flu shot is only 23% effective this year. Now, what's funny, Darren and I talk a lot, and Darren says to me, 23%, Carolyn, what?
Oh, no. This was 23% for people that were not between the ages of 18 and 45. You didn't hear the rest of it. Because if it goes to that age group, it goes down to 12%. 12%, folks, you're taking a shot. Now, how many of you guys got the flu, not this year, but last year? Raise your hands.
The flu shot.
The flu shot. Sorry, the flu shot. Thank you for correcting me. I love that. Flu shot. Okay. Wow, a little less than we had last time. Now, of those of you guys that got the flu shot last year, how many got it this year again? Okay. How many got it this year? Okay. If you took the flu shot from last year, you didn't need the flu shot this year.
Same flu shot.
Same
Same exact flu shot.
So here, these pharmaceutical companies have all these flu shot vials out there, and giving the same one. They can't make it because?
Well, they're telling us what we should do is continue to get the flu shot because it's going to help you with other flu-like symptoms. So what I did for everybody, I went online to the cdc.gov site to let you know, flu shots do not protect against infection and illness caused by other viruses that can also cause flu-like symptoms. So if you got the flu shot that's supposed to take care of this year's flu, it only takes care of this year's flu, and that's it. It doesn't take care of anything else. So what we really should do is wash our hands. Which is you're right. Which is actually last year's flu anyway. What we really need to do is wash our hands and cough on our sleeves, and not cough on your hands before you touch me.
And we wanted to say also that don't worry, they didn't have enough time to give you a new flu shot this year. So if you get the flu after taking the flu shot, they have 2 more vaccines.
Big Pharma made more meds for you.
Yeah,
Sure they did.
So don't worry,
just waiting for you. Go on in.
Again, folks, we're not here to diagnose you. We are here just to give you the information so you know. We've told you what's in the flu shot. Now we're telling you what's happening
just
as we go along.
information. Do with it what you want.
If you want to get it, it's great. Do it for yourself. We're not so much.
Just information. No secrets here.
So we're going to talk about Carolyn's topic of the day. Another F kind of word.
Phonetic F. We have phonetic F today.
It's called pH. How many of you guys know what pH is? Raise your hands. Okay. How many of you know why it's important and what you can do to take care of it and get it balanced? Okay. All right. Well, we're about to inform you guys
today. Okay. pH is the measurement of acid and alkalinity in your body. An acid, just so you know, is what is left over after your body digests your food. And a little chemistry here. pH stands for the potential of hydrogen, and hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe. That's your chemistry class, okay? That's chemistry today. And why is your pH important? It is very, very, very important because it can detect any bodily system problems that you're having that you might not physically see when you look at yourself. And also, after you get your results, whether you run alkaline or you run acidic, bottom line is, let's say you eat an apple, okay, or you take your multivitamin. If you're running acidic, you are literally, acid is what burning? You are burning out all the nutrients from the apple you just ate. So you may as well not eat that apple or take that multivitamin. You have just burned all the nutrients out. And it's the same problem with your alkaline. So that's why it's very important to check pH. And how does pH affect the body? Well, pH affects the body. Your nervous system is affected. And the bottom line with your nervous system, if your nervous system isn't right, your cells cannot communicate in the body. Your structural system, standing, sitting, your bones, ligaments, digestive system, respiratory system, your immune system, urinary system. And I want to throw a side note in here because I love side notes. You're going to hear side notes all day. They're my little sticky notes in my head. If you have a urinary system pH, if you have a pH problem, you odds are have kidney stones. Because if you have kidney stones, you have a pH problem. Another reason why you want to check your pH. pH also affects your hormone levels, your liver functions, and your energy levels.
I'm looking at this list. I'm wondering
That's
what's
everything.
left.
What's
left?
There is nothing left. That's why it is very, very important to check your pH. And there's 2 ways to check your pH, through your urine or your saliva. And what you want to do, you want to go to a health food store and you want to say that you want to get a pH test strip kit. And you're going to get something that looks like this. And what you're going to want to do, whether you're going to test your urine or your saliva, you're going to wet your stick with whatever you want to wet it with. Now, Darren told me yesterday, which I thought was so funny, he said I shouldn't use the same stick twice. I thought it was funny. I thought, yeah, thanks, Darren. That's what you gave me today.
I also told you, lick it or pee on it. There's no wetting.
Yet it's wetting. We're civil. I'm civil. You're not.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys, pee
Our
on that
audience
thing.
has poop. Okay. So bottom line, you wet it, let it sit for a couple seconds. You get instant results. And if you really want to do this twice a week, by the way. And when you get your pH test strip kit, you're going to have a color chart that looks very similar to this one. 5 is acidic, 9 is alkaline. You want to be 6.5 or 7. And you can alter this with the food you eat because we are what we eat. We've all said it a million times, you are what you eat. So what we're going to do is go over the alkaline foods, okay? That would be if you were down at the 9, okay? Now these are the foods that are going to make you alkaline. I just threw up a couple examples. What we're going to do is have these charts that we're posting put up on the website so you can refer to them. But I just put some basic food that everybody's heard of. Garlic, asparagus, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, peas, fruits, apples, cantaloupe, cherries, pineapple, tomatoes, watermelon, eggs, cottage cheese, chicken, nuts. Now we're going to the acidic foods. These are the ones that make you acidic. Canola oil, corn oil, olive oil, cranberries, corn, oats, rice, wheat, rye. Everybody eats this stuff. Cheese. I have to say cheese 5 times because everybody eats cheese. All my clients, cheese, 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 cheese. So I'm going to say it 5 times, maybe 10 times. Cheese, milk and butter, peanuts, peanut butter, walnuts, beef. Everybody's got to have that. Fish, lamb, lobster, tuna, turkey. Pasta. Nobody eats spaghetti, right? Nobody eats spaghetti. You don't know what that is, right? Macaroni. And nobody, absolutely nobody, beer, hard liquor, and
Okay,
wine.
where are those offenders? Come
Who
on,
is
let
that?
me hear it.
Nobody does this.
How many of you guys like, hey, my pH is good, my pH is, oh. Beer, wine.
And I've got thoughts for this too. I don't know that Darren was with me on this, but there are thoughts, so we'll fix this in a minute if you do have to have your beer. Kidney beans, soy, almond milk. Now to fix all this, here's the trick. You have to eat the opposite. So you go refer to your charts. If you are alkaline, you want to eat acidic foods. If you're running acidic, you want to eat alkaline foods.
And we, again, like she said, we're going to put this up on the website. So if you're like, what did they list? We'll actually have a section on the website that will list these 2 lists.
And to keep a healthy pH, you want to eat 80% alkaline and 20% acid. And if you pay attention, everybody, really, Americans are having more acid diets. And everyone that I have checked, only 1 person actually tested alkaline. But you can see why. Because people do have their beer and their wine. So this was my idea. I thought of this. I don't know if Darren was with me on this. This is what you want to do if you want to 80-20. If you're going to have a beer, you want to make sure to bring your broccoli with you and have 80-20, or have some spinach with your wine, because you have to balance. The problem is you're not balancing. People are just having their beer, and they're not having, so instead of, that dip you all do, use broccoli to dip in your beer. Darren, I don't know if you like
that
this.
will work.
I don't know. It's just my thoughts.
How many of you out there are able to dip your broccoli in your beer? Bloop. No, I don't think so.
And then bottom line, if you say, Carolyn, forget it, I cannot do this. I'm going to have my beer with no broccoli. Well, you can take a green supplement. You go to any a good health food store and just tell them you want a green food.
Basically, my father, hi Dad, he loves his beer. The man's 80. We're never going to tell him to stop drinking beer. Are you crazy? And
he
so
calls it vitamin B. I'm like, Ernie, what did you say? Vitamin B? I don't, and I laugh every time. He said, I need my vitamin B, Carolyn. I'm like, I can't take Ernie's beer away. He's 80. Ernie, drink your beer. It's worked for him this long, right? Just drink it.
The funny thing is he's on board because every time he drinks a beer, he pops some super green
Do
foods.
it. Just take that super green food with you.
Don't say that you can't do that with the beer. All right.
Okay, now we have some facts for you guys about pH.
All these super interesting to me. I thought they would be to you too. Tooth decay starts inside the tooth due to an acidic system. It's not just because you eat too much candy. Don't you feel better, right? And this one, cancer doesn't thrive in a pH-balanced body. I'm going to say that again because I love this one. Cancer doesn't thrive in a pH-balanced body. And our body is only able to assimilate minerals and nutrients properly when your pH is balanced. That's that acidic alkaline, you're burning everything. And when you test your pH, you can actually detect conditions that you've had undetected for years. Also, animal products leave the most acid behind. So protein, you want to make sure you have that broccoli. If you're going to eat the meat, eat your meat. But throw some broccoli.
So steak and a beer, not so great, really, right?
If you're dipping it in Brussels sprouts, Darren,
all right.
Not at my table. If you're going to serve me that, you had better have some Brussels sprouts with my beer, okay? That's how we're rolling from here on out. Now that I taught you, no excuses, Darren. Okay, and what does all this mean? What does it mean if you're acidic or alkaline? Either way, whether you run acidic or you run alkaline, your body is borrowing calcium, sodium, potassium, and magnesium from your vital organs and bones to buffer the acid. And all these minerals are very important for your bodily functions. Let's say your heart requires potassium and magnesium to beat. Well, if you don't have it in there, it's going to knock on your bones. And it's going to say, bones, I need potassium and I need magnesium. So what goes then? Your structure now. Now your structure suffers. So you really do want to make sure you check your pH so that your body does not suffer. And you can walk around and look like a normal person with a pH that isn't right, and it will eventually show. You can sit like this for a decade, start to get tired, not figure out what the problem is. Check your pH and you know what the problem is, and it's easily changed.
Okay, and after the show, we're all giving you
yes.
a pH test strip.
That's why I bring, yes, everybody has one. Yes.
Thank you. And so all of you will pee for all of us.
Yes.
Okay.
And they can choose to wet or not, Darren.
I do want to explain something about whether you're doing it in your mouth or if you're peeing on the strip, because for the longest time, I only thought it was to pee on the strip, and so I did that over and over and over again, and I kept going, way acid, way acid, way acid. So I've been eating enough super green foods and all that. She kept giving me stuff. So the other night, we were actually going through the segment.
He's going to tell this? You're going to tell this?
We're going through the segment, and she's like, my pH is perfect. And see, look, and she takes up a picture and she goes, and she turns it around, and it is perfect color. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. I pick up, look, mine's the same color as yours. Thank you. I was the same pH as hers because
in our pajamas.
We were testing from your mouth and at the same time, and then I said, okay. So the next morning, guess what? I made her pee on a stick or wet a stick, however you want to call it.
We wet a stick, Darren.
Exactly.
We wet sticks. I'm a girl.
And guess what? She's in the same level I am, so our pH is the same, and now she has to eat super green foods. Okay, great.
He's listening. How's that? I appreciate that he listens.
All right, Mike, we moving on? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite parts of the show, Darren's Pet Peeves. And I chose my topic. Of course, it has to be a what? What's the theme of the show? The other F word. Oh my gosh, people, wake up out there. Okay, so
they have bad pH. They're going to fix that.
I know they're all. You have them all concerned about their pH. They're like,
we're going to test later.
As soon as this ends, I'm in the bathroom. No, don't worry. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
So I decided to choose Facebook, the other F word. Now, yeah, I know, right? Mm-hmm. How many of you are rapid Facebook posters? Go ahead. There's one. Come on. You admit it. Thank you very much back there. Now, Facebook does have a purpose. If you're trying to contact someone you haven't seen in a long time and you want to search them, great thing to do. If you want to, maybe there's something that has occurred in your life where you need to raise money for a kidney or something like that, great idea, okay?
It has a purpose.
But man, if you are out there and you're watching Facebook, I got depressed. I was sitting there going, what in the world is going on? Oh my, they're going there and they're going there. I don't go any of those places.
I'm not going anywhere. And then you call me, Carolyn, we're not going anywhere. Yeah,
I said, I have to get off of Facebook. So, these are the stop doing this on Facebook. Getting serious now, Mr. Cameraman. People out there, stop posting a picture of the food you're eating.
Yes, thank you. Sick of it. Sick of it.
For two reasons. Number one, you've blown the experience because you took your time out to pull out your cell phone and take a picture of it. And second of all, if you're out to dinner and you haven't brought me for that,
We're
I'm a
not
little
friends
upset with
anymore.
you. There you go. But if you do have a picture of your food and it looks like this, don't invite me.
Don't invite me.
I don't know what you're eating, and I really don't care. Folks, listen to me. If your parent is having a birthday and they're up there in years, 80s, 90s, and they're slumped over and there's drool rolling out of their mouth, and you're standing next to them like this, and they're like this, barely able to look at the picture, please don't post a picture of your family member looking like the crypt keeper.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Do you actually think that your mother or father or whoever you want that?
No.
Absolutely
No,
not.
no.
Would you let us post a picture of yourself like that? I don't think so. So stop doing that.
Don't ever do that to me. Don't do that to me.
Folks, if you have a mishap, stop posting pictures of you at the hospital. Again, for two reasons. Number one, I don't want to see that. And number two, if you posted a picture in the hospital and you're fine enough to take a picture and post it, then I don't need to come visit you.
We'll just wait for the next post.
Right.
She looks fine, right?
Exactly. Folks, if you're having a party, don't post your picture of the party on Facebook. For crying out loud, if I've just invited you to 18 parties of mine and all of a sudden I look on Facebook and you have a picture of your party and I'm not in it, we're not friends anymore, okay? And last but not least, I am tired of seeing people drive down the street posting a picture, a video of themselves going on this long epitaph of life and how they know everything and how they're doing everything.
Except drive.
Except driving, right? Now, folks, if you're taking the time and putting all the effort, let me know, because I'm getting off the road. Texting is bad, but videoing is even worse, because I'm sure you're looking down there going, oh, how do I look? How do I look? That's the second you take your time off the road, your eyes off the road, and that's the second that you're endangering me. So stop doing that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, folks, another one of my favorite segments, Pimp My Product! Now, just to remind you folks, we do not make any money
Not
on
a
the
dime.
sale of this
No,
product. It's just
no.
something that we love and enjoy. And I have chosen from Trader Joe's this wonderful item called Lavender Salt Scrub. This is amazing stuff. It exfoliates your skin and makes it nice and smooth with the oil and just makes you smelling good. I've had a lot of people say, oh, you smell amazing. Now, you know the sad part that I have to tell you, right? Unfortunately, we don't have a budget, and we can't offer everyone in the audience a sample of this because our Kickstarter could only pay for so much. So, unfortunately, you know what, Carolyn? Screw the budget.
Screw the budget.
Screw the budget.
Screw the budget. You scared
Everyone
me.
in our audience is getting a package of this to take home with them today.
Yes. Woo!
Look, some of them are already doing it.
It's
They're
really great. It's really, really
This
great.
is folks, this is a great
Super.
product, and the only stipulation I ask is that once you've tried the product, call me, let me know how you enjoy it. And by the way, if you have a significant other, it's really enjoyable with two, okay? Well, folks, that concludes our show number 3. We want to say thank you guys so much for all the people in Kickstarter. At the end, we're going to roll all the people that donated to our Kickstarter. Those of you who donated in other ways, thank you too. And, come check out our website, Darren and Carolyn, SaveHumanity.com. We still need you guys to step up and donate. Because honestly, we're not making money from this show. We have a budget. We're paying for as much as we can out of our own pockets. And we're just here. We want to inform. We want to enlighten. We want to
Make a difference.
Yeah. I also want to say that while we were in dire straits with our PowerPoint, Jeff came out and stepped up. So give him a big round of applause while
right.
Mike was absent. So Jeff, thank you so much for doing that. And our lovely hair and our makeup people are out there.
We love them.
She
Look
was
what they
having a
did to
good
me.
time,
Wait
weren't
till I
you?
get home. My husband's going to think he has a new wife.
I
right?
know, right?
Right.
So we want to thank you guys too for coming out. Chrissy and Angelo over there.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll be married another 20 years. Yeah.
All right, are you ready to get out here?
Ready to
Folks,
go.
thank you very much. Come to the website, put in your emails, and let us know what you want to see for other shows. And please donate because we can't do this show without you. Mike, get us out of here.
Now you're saying that you need your space. Ooh, baby, what the hell does that mean? When we're together.